Chapter number 17, To Sir with Love, by Edward Ricardo Braithwaite. This is an extract, this is a portion from the novel To Sir with Love. The name of the novel is the same as the name of the chapter. Small portion is taken from his novel. The author was a highly qualified engineer, served in the Royal Air Force during World War II. During World War II, the time of World War II, he was been working in Air Force as an engineer. On his return, faced discrimination, and when he came back home, then he faced discrimination, means unequal treatment while looking for a job in England. When he was searching for a job in England, finally he joined Green Saddle School in the East End of London as a senior teacher. So when he was not able to get a suitable civilian job because of discrimination in England, he became a teacher in London in a school. His starting days were difficult as his students were often disrespectful. Initial days, the starting days in the school, in the class, were not very good. The students were not behaving properly with him. They are not giving him respect and arrogant, and they were also arrogant, not behaving properly. They were behaving in aggressive manner. As you can see in this picture, see how they are sitting and misbehaving in the class. Do you think he was able to bring about a change in the behavior of his students? Read on to find out. So we are going to find out whether he was able to bring change in the behavior of his students or not. This is there in the story. I was very keen to disprove the view that the men teachers were inadequate for the job. Now, that person who was working as an engineer in Royal Air Force, who's now became a teacher in London, he is saying that he wanted to disapprove, he wanted to prove wrong the view, the thinking that the men, means male teachers, were not inadequate and not good for the job of teaching. I would sometime walk around the neighborhood after school to learn something of the background in which the students had been reared, and though this helped me to understand the absence of certain social necessities from their conduct, it made that conduct no more bearable. I would sometimes walk around the neighborhood, means in his society, in his neighborhood, he used to walk around to find out after the school to learn something of the background, to understand what is the background of the students and from where they are reared, from where they are brought up, कैसे माहौल में वो परवरिश पाए हैं. And though this helped me to understand the absence of certain social niceties, इससे उनको समझ में आ रहा, ये उनको हेल्प कर रहा था समझने में स्मॉल डिटेल्स रिलेटेड टू करेक्ट वे ऑफ बिहेवियर और ऑफ डूइंग थिंग्स, कि हाउ दे आर बिहेविंग like this, what is the reason behind. From their conduct, by their work, from their behavior, it made that conduct no more bearable, because their behavior in the class was not bearable, not at all tolerable for this teacher. One morning I was reading to them some simple poetry, trying to give them something of the beauty it contained. One day he was describing a poem in the class, explaining the poem, and he was trying to explain the beauty of the poem to the students. Just when I thought I had got them, and he thought that now he is able to control his class, he is able to find himself in the interest of the students, one of the girl, Monica Page, let the top of her desk fall. And what a girl in the classroom did, she made her desk top fall down. So when the desk fell down, the top of the desk fell down, let the top of her desk fall. The noise seemed to reverberate in every part of my being, and I felt a sudden burning anger. So when this sudden thing happened, whole body of this teacher, Braithwaite, was shaking because of the loud voice, and he became very angry. I looked at her for some moments before daring to open my mouth. So he looked at her, he gazed upon her. Before he thought to speak anything, she returned my gaze. In return, that girl Monica also gazed at Sir. She was also looking straight into his eyes, then casually remarked to the class at large, "The bleeding thing won't stay up." And in a common way, he addressed the class and said to all the students to keep quiet and behave properly. From then on, the words bloody or bleeding were hardly ever absent from any remark they made to one another, especially in the classroom, and always in a voice loud enough for my ears. Because Sir has told them to keep quiet and this bleeding thing should not happen. So now what the students were doing, whenever they used to talk, whenever they used to conversate, they used these two words as comments in all their sentences. And every time he used to hear them. For my ears means he was hearing those sentences all the time. One day during an arithmetic period, it was mathematics class, Jane Purcell called out to me, "Can't do the sum, Mr. Braithwaite." So one day he was teaching maths to his students, and one of the students told that she is not able to do mathematics. It's too bleeding hard. And she also used the same word. And sat there looking coolly up at me, her eyes innocently blue. She was a fair girl, her eyes color were blue. She was looking at the sir in an innocent manner, and she said that she is not able to understand the sum. She is not able to understand maths at all. "Tell me," I replied, my voice chill and cutting. Chill and cutting. This is a metaphor in which the sharpness of the narrator's voice is indirectly compared to the cold and cutting edge of a knife. Okay? His voice has been compared to the sharp edge of the knife with repressed anger. Repressed anger means not expressed openly. He kept his anger in himself, but he replied, "Do you use such words?" Answered, and I, Do you use such words when speaking to your father?" Then very nicely, without showing the anger, the teacher, Mr. Braithwaite, said that, "Do you speak in the same manner with your father also? You are not my father." Her voice was flat and vicious. She straight away replied, "You are not my father." And her voice was flat, means straight and violent and furious. I was answered, and I shut up. And what did Sir do? Sir kept quiet and he did not say anything further. When the bell sounded for morning recess, when the bell rang for the interval, they rushed out into the corridor, and I could hear her being congratulated for putting the black man in his place. So when it was the time of interval, the bell rang, all the students went out in the corridor, in the space outside the classroom. So if from inside, Sir Braithwaite heard that girl is being congratulated, she is being praised by her colleagues, that she made the black man, it means that discrimination was of color. Sir was of African belonging, and that is why he was not treated well. Some loudly protested against my question, considering it an attack on her parents. And somebody commented outside that why the sir, when sir said like this you speak to your father, so this was a comment on the parents. However, I could not escape a growing concern about them and about my relationship with them. Still, he was not able to move away from the concern because he was a teacher and his relationship with the students. Besides, the younger children were imitating the behavior of the older ones. One small boy miraculously escaped serious injury when he crashed through a glass roof while trying to spy on the other students. And this was the habit of the younger students to see what the elder students are doing. And one such incident took place. A boy got hurt. He fell down and glasses were pierced in his body when he was spying, when he was keeping an eye on the other students in the school. This incident caused some very heated discussion in the staff room, and because of this incident that boy got hurt. It was the most spoken topic of that day, which was being discussed in the staff room. Staff room, we know, the place where teachers sit. But oddly enough, it was more concerned with the difficulties which would have resulted if he had seriously injured. But most oddly in a wrong, but it would become an opposite discussion अगर उसको ज़्यादा चोट लगी होती, if he had got more injuries himself, then with the essential moral question involved. And in this essential moral question is this, that why that boy was keeping an spy on the senior students. I sat in the library, the only place where I could be alone for a little while. He was not sitting in the staff room. He used to go and sit in the library, and he's saying that was the only place where he got some time to keep silent and quiet, and he was not being he was not getting comment of any student, and he was not at the point of everybody. There he used to sit because he feels safe there. I felt sick at heart. He was feeling very bad at heart. Why? I asked myself, did they behave like that? Then he was feeling very sad, very bad for himself, and he was saying to himself that why these children are behaving like this with him. It was nothing to do with my being a Negro. Then he said, why they are treating like this? और क्या गलती है मेरी? And what is my fault that I am a Negro? I am an African, black African. I felt sure because Hackman had not fared much better. Then I felt sure that he thought himself surely that Hackman had not performed in particular situation much better in any. Then what was it? What was wrong with them? Then he thought, if everything is fine, there is no question of my being a black person, why these children are not behaving properly? They are trying to break me. It means they are trying to break me, means they want to try to break me. They are trying to make me feel that I am not able to teach and broke me so that I can leave teaching. They are trying to play prank on me. They are trying to make fun of me so that I can leave this teaching job. So when he compared himself to Hackman, Hackman was the other teacher teaching in the school, and he was also on the point of the students all the time. He's been also facing same difficulties. That is why he compared himself to Hackman. May another Hackman, lurking away in the staff room when I should be in the classroom, should be the teacher in charge, the boss, as Clinty had said. So this information he got from Clinty that Hackman also faces the same problem. That was it. They wanted to repeat their victory over Hackman, and so Hackman left the job, left the teaching, and he was on the aim of the students all the time. So fine, we'd see. We will see. He said to himself that I will see to them. I had done everything. He said that he had done everything I could to meet them halfway, and I have came halfway means half session has been over, even more than halfway. But now I would take a very different line with them. He said, now I'm not going to behave the manner I'm behaving with them. I will behave in some other manner in the class. I was no longer angry but determined. Now he was not angry at all, and he was having a fixed determination to take firm action, that he is going to take a strict action to set my class in order, to set his class in order. From now on, the classroom would be kept clean, and so whatever he decided to himself, he started to follow. He kept his class clean in every way, in all the way. I would not be asking if of them, but demanding it. And he did not ask the students to clean. He was only doing it, and indirectly he was demanding. He was asking the students, whatever I am doing, you have to keep the class clean. No more bloody, or bleeding, or anything else of that nature. And now he has completely changed. He changed his nature. He stopped being angry, and he also minded to use good language instead of strict language. And quite we'd have that too, nor more banging decks. And then because of the change in the behavior, he tried, okay, nobody may bang the decks, nobody hit the decks like this, so that a voice may come out. Next morning, I had an idea. After assembly, as soon as they were quiet, I waded in. This might be a bit rough, I thought. Waded in, entered the discussion in a determined and forceful way. As the assembly was over and the students were about to come in the class, at that very moment he went inside and he started to conversate with the student, and he was in the discussion. I am your teacher, and I think it's right and proper that I should let you know something of my plans for this class. And that day, when he entered in the class and he started his class, he said, I'm going to tell you, I'm your class teacher, so I'm going to tell you, okay, what are my plans, how I will take my plans up, and how I will teach you. I tried to pitch my voice into its most informally pleasant register. We are going to talk, you and I, but we'll be reasonable with each other. रजिस्टर मतलब कि रेंज ऑफ वॉइस, उनकी जो इनफॉर्मल रेंज ऑफ वॉइस थी, और ही वॉज बिहेविंग इन इनफॉर्मल मैनर. और उन्होंने ये भी बोला, द टीचर ऑल्सो सेड, ब्रेथवेट जो टीचर है, ब्रेथवेट उनका नाम है, वो कह लेंगे हम लोग आज बात करेंगे, वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक, यू एंड आई, आप लोग और हम, बट वी विल बी रीजनेबल. और रीजनेबल बात होगी, एक दूसरे के साथ रीजनेबल होंगे, दोनों को एक दूसरे को टॉलरेट करेंगे, अच्छे से बिहेव करेंगे, एंड वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू डू एनीथिंग विच इज रॉन्ग इन द क्लास. फर्दर द टीचर सेड, आई वुड लाइक यू टू लिसन टू मी विदाउट इंटरप्टिंग इन एनी वे. देन ही सेड के you have to listen to me and you are not going to interrupt in between, you are not going to disturb me in between, and when I am through, any one of you may say your piece. And then said, when my conversation will be over, when I will complete, you can speak whatever you want to, ask me without interruption from me. And she said, I will also not interrupt you when you will ask me. I was making it up and I went along and watching them at least sign that it wouldn't work, I'd drop it fast. Then he started to tell about his plans, and the students were not listening him properly. This also he realized, so he quickly told all his matter, what he was trying to talk to the students. They were interested in spite of themselves. Even the husky, laid back Denham was leaning forward on his desk watching me. So they were interested in spite of themselves. They were interested in spite instead of themselves. Even the husky, the big and strong boy, his name was Denham, he leaned down and somebody made him sit properly. business here is to teach you, and I shall do my best. Then further he said, okay, my work is to teach you and I'm going to do it. I want to do it in my best way, best to make my teaching as interesting as possible. And he said, further said, I want to make my teaching most interesting so that everybody can pay attention and everybody can have best out of it. If any time I say anything which you did not understand, then he said, or with which you do not agree, I would be pleased if you would let me know. Then further the teacher Brathwaite said, okay, if sometime I am teaching something and you are not able to understand, you may let him know. You can tell the problem. Most of you will be leaving school within 6 months. And he said within 6 months, after 6 months, most of you will leave the school also. That means that in a short while you will be embarked on the very adult business of earning a living. Then he said, because he was teaching in the senior classes, he further said within 6 months you will be leaving and you are going to face the reality of the world. You are going to earn your livelihoods. You will earn for yourself. You will earn money. You will get a job. So, bearing that in mind, keep that in mind, I have decided that from now on you will be treated not as children. So now I have decided I am not going to treat you as children. I am going to treat you as an adult, but as young men. But he said I will treat you as a young men and women, by me and by each other. And by me also and by each of you, you also treat yourself in a respectful manner. When we move out of the state of childhood, certain big higher standard of conduct are expected from us, of us. Then further teacher Brathwaite said that when we grow up, then everybody accept a good behavior from us, an adult behavior from us, and this is our moral acceptance by each of us, by everybody. At this moment, the door was flung open, the door opened, and Pamela Dare rushed in. A lady, Pamela, came inside, somewhat breathlessly to take her seat. She was the student and she was breathless because she came hurriedly or running. She was because she was late, because she came late, so she was in her hurry. That is why she was not able to breathe properly. For example, I continued, there are really two ways in which a person may enter a room. One is in controlled, dignified manner. The other is as if someone had just kicked you. For example, when this happened, Pamela entered in the room, opened the door. Then sir gave an example to the students that a person can enter in a room, means a person can enter in, this is a comparison to the society, how in a dignified manner or in a manner that he has been pushed. You, Miss Dare, has just shown us the second way. And Miss Dare, you have shown us the second way. You are being kicked in the room. I am quite sure she will now give us a demonstration of the first. Now he said that she is going to give us the demonstration. She will show how in a respectful manner, in a well behaved manner, in a disciplined manner, somebody enters in the room. To this day, I do not know what made me say it, but there it was. I was annoyed with the way in which she had just barked her way insolently, carelessly late. Then he said Brathwaite said further that I don't know why, but I have made my words clear. Because I was annoyed, I was angry. The way she came inside, he barged inside, means rushed in rude way, धड़ से दरवाजा खोला आवाज के साथ. In insolently, मतलब rudely or arrogant manner she is coming, and she is coming late also. तो पता नहीं क्यों मैंने ये सब आपको बोल दिया. All eyes were on her. Everybody in the class was looking at her. She had probably planned, but instead of supporting her entrance, they were watching her. तो हो सकता है उसने ये हरकत जो की, this whatever she did, शी वुड हैव प्लान्ड बिफोर, इट वॉज पार्ट ऑफ अवर प्लानिंग कि हम लेट आएंगे और इस तरह आएंगे, पर उस समय एट दैट टाइम द स्टूडेंट डिड नॉट सपोर्टेड हर, दे वर ओनली लुकिंग एट हर, वेटिंग टू सी द रिजल्ट ऑफ माई चैलेंज शी ब्लश्ड। उसको शर्म आ गई, ब्लश्ड हो गई वो, शी फेल्ट शाय बिकॉज शी गॉट अ चैलेंज फ्रॉम सर। क्या सा चैलेंज था कि आपको डिग्निफाइड मैनर में एंटर करना है। वेल मिस डेयर, हर आइज वर ब्लैक विद एंगर एंड ह्यूमिलेशन, उसने ह्यूमिलेशन फेस किया। अ सिचुएशन व्हेन वन फील एम्बैरेस्ड, शी वाज फीलिंग एम्बैरेस्ड, she became angry, but she stood up and walked out. But she stood up and she went outside, closing the door quietly behind her. धीरे से उसने दरवाजा बंद किया, स्लोली क्वाइटली, जिस तरह करना चाहिए डिसिप्लिन मैनर में, और वो उठ के बाहर गई। Then to my surprise and I must confess my relief, she opened it as quietly and with a grace and dignity that would have befitted a queen. She walked to her seat. The next time when she entered, sir was also surprised. Sir was also very shocked that what a he's confessing means he admitted, sir is admitting that he felt very relieved. क्यों? Because when she next time opened the door, she opened the door very quietly, in very disciplined manner, in very pleasing manner, बहुत ही ग्रेसफुल, बहुत ही डिग्निटी के साथ, बहुत ही खूबसूरती के साथ, विद वेरी फुल ऑफ ब्यूटी, जैसे क्वीन ने क्लास में एंटर किया और अपनी सीट पे जाकर बैठ गई। थैंक यू। एज फ्रॉम टुडे देयर आर सर्टेन courtesies which will be observed at all times in this classroom. Then Braithwaite replied to Miss Dale that from that day onwards they are going to follow certain rules and the courtesies in the class, polite behavior that shows respect for other people. And he said, myself you will address as Mr. Braithwaite, and to me also, to Braithwaite also, they can call him as Mr. Braithwaite or sir. The choice is yours. The young ladies will be addressed as Miss, and the young men will be addressed by their surnames. And he further said that all the female students of the class will be called as Miss, and the boys or the male students will be called by their surnames. I hadn't planned any of this, but it was unfolding all by itself, and I hoped fitting into place. He said that whatever I am telling you today is not of plan. I have not planned it, but it is unfolding. Gradually it is coming up, and I hope that it should be implemented. There was a general gasp at this from boys and girls alike. Then he said, it is a general thing that boys and girls are alike. There is no difference between. Potter was the first to protest. Potter, a student, protested against it. Why should we call him Miss? We know him. He said, EM is for them. And why should we call them Miss? When we know them because they are our classmates. What is your name? Braithwaite asked. क्या आपका नाम क्या है? The child replied, Potter. I beg your pardon. He said, I request to excuse. Potter said the sir was somewhat delayed. So, sir was missing in the reply of Potter. Thank you, Potter. Now, is there any young lady present whom you consider unworthy of your courtesies? Then he further said, when Potter said sir to Braithwaite, then Braithwaite replied, thank you that you have given respect. And when he got respect, he said thank you to Potter. And then he said कि बताइए मुझे any of the female students जिसको आप consider करते हैं अनवर्दी है कि उसको कर्टेसी ना दी जाए, उसको रिस्पेक्टफुल बिहेवियर ना दिया जाए. He replied, Sir, is there anyone of these young ladies who you think does not deserve to be addressed as Miss? Do you think? क्या तुमको ऐसा लगता है कि कोई भी ऐसी गर्ल है इसमें to whom you will not say Miss? With an accord, the girls turned to look at Potter. एक साथ सारी एग्रीमेंट के साथ एक साथ सारे सर, all the girls turned their faces towards Potter as if daring him, और gazing, and they started to gaze him, घूरने लगी. He quailed visibly and said, No sir. Shrank back with fear. उसको समझ में आ गया कि सब मुझे देख रहे हैं तो हम किसके लिए बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं, रिस्पेक्ट नहीं देना चाहिए. डर गए वो. He was afraid and he said, No. You should remember, Potter, that in a little while all of you may be expected to express these courtesies as part of your jobs. Then further, Mr. Brathwaite said, their teacher, that this will become part of your work and part of your life, that you are going to pay respect to all the students in the class. It would be helpful to you to become accustomed to giving and receiving them. It will help you to become a part of that. accustomed करो, उसको सीखो, उसका and receive, to give and receive respect. I walked around my desk and sat in my chair. Now further, Brathwaite is saying, after doing all this activity, he went back to his place and sat down. For the time being, at least, they were listening. And for that time, he realized that the children are listening to him, really listening to me. And he's again emphasizing on that the children were listening to him. Maybe they would not understand every word, but they'd get the general idea of my remarks. Then he further thought कि हो सकता है कि उन्होंने मेरी सारी बात को ना समझा हो, मगर but they may have got the common idea which I am trying to tell them. Remark means to tell them. The next point concerns the conduct of the class. अगला point क्या था कि बच्चों की conduct class में क्या होगी. So next they are going to discuss on the conduct behavior in the class. First, the young ladies, they must understand that in future they must show themselves both worthy and appreciative of the courtesies we men will show them. Then further, Brathwaite said to the class, the ladies or the girls in the class will first of all show the courtesies, and in return the male students will also show. As Potter said, we know you, we shall want to feel proud to know you. And जैसा कि अभी पॉटर ने बोला, just now as Potter said, कि we know each other and that will be proud if we are going to feel you and we know you more better and we will give you respect. Now, the boys, there is nothing weak and unmanly about clean hands and faces and shoes. कहने अब जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, now what I am going to say about the conduct of the behavior, इसमें कुछ भी weak, कुछ भी कमज़ोरी नहीं है, unmanly नहीं है. ये बात बिल्कुल unmanly नहीं. No, not having the qualities that are admired or expected in a man. ऐसी कोई क्वालिटी के बारे में मैं बात नहीं कर रहा जो एक पर्सन में नहीं होनी चाहिए, एक मेल में. Because he was telling about to keep their hands clean, keep the face clean and their shoes clean that are brushed. There you have to keep your shoes brushed. Toughness is the quality of the mind, like bravery or honesty or ambition. It has nothing whatever to do with muscles. In toughness होनी चाहिए, strong strength होना चाहिए, strengthy nature हो. क्या है, क्वालिटी है दिमाग की. ये दिमाग से आता है कि हमें इतनी, मेरे अंदर स्ट्रेंथ है, आई हैव सच मच ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ दैट आई शुड लुक स्मार्ट हैंडसम. बिल्कुल उसी तरह जैसे ब्रेवरी की, ऑनेस्टी की और एम्बिशन की वैल्यू है हमारे दिमाग में. इट इज़ नथिंग वट एवर टू डू विथ मसल्स, यानी कि उसमें हमको हाथ पैर चलाने की, अपने मूवमेंट्स दिखाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. I gave them a moment to digest them. Then he gave them some time so that they can understand it and they may not act in against to his words, to his remarks, मीन्स उसको डाइजेस्ट करें, यानी उसको अपने में इनकलकेट कर लें. You are the top class. That means you must set the standard in all things for the rest of the school. You are the highest class, senior most class students, so you are going to become an ideal for all the rest of the students in the school. They will try to walk like you and use the words you use, क्योंकि वो आपको एडमायर करेंगे. द रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स विल एडमायर यू, और वही वर्ड्स इस्तेमाल करेंगे जैसे वर्ड्स आप बोलेंगे. एंड दे आर गोइंग टू फॉलो योर वे ऑफ टॉकिंग, वॉकिंग एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड ड्रेस लाइक यू, एंड दे आर गोइंग टू वेयर ऑल्सो, दे विल यू ड्रेस अप लाइक यू. एज द टॉप क्लास you must be top in cleanliness, because you people are the highest standard students, so you have to be in top. Your standards of cleanliness should be higher, your courtesy behavior, polite behavior should be high, and your work, the work you do, I shall help you in every way I can. And then further Brathwaite said that he is going to help them in all possible ways, both by example and encouragement. I will show you the example, means I will also do the same in practical life, and I will always encourage you if you will do your good. I believe that you have it in you to be a fine class, the best this school has ever known. कहते हैं आप सबसे फाइन क्लास हो, इस स्कूल के सबसे बेस्ट क्लास हो. बट आई कुड बी रॉन्ग, इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन यू. और आप हमें गलत भी साबित कर सकते हो बिकॉज ऑफ योर नेचर एंड बिहेवियर. नाउ एनी क्वेश्चंस? देन ही सेड, डू यू वांट टू आस्क मी एनी क्वेश्चन? अ हैंड शॉट अप. तभी किसी बच्चे ने हाथ उठाया. येस मिस जोसेफ. इट मीन्स ब्रेथवेट को उस बच्चे का नाम पता था. उन्होंने बोला जी मिस जोसेफ, मीन्स दैट वॉज अ गर्ल हु इज आस्किंग अ क्वेश्चन. व्हाट डिड शी आस्क्ड? व्हाट अबाउट मिस्टर वेस्टन? ही इज नेवर टाइडी. शी सेड कि व्हाट अबाउट वेस्टन? he never wear clean clothes and his shoes are never clean, sir, and he is not brushing his shoes also. Things were looking up already, the sir came easily. कहेंगे these things are looking already, and that the sir came easily, and the word sir automatically came on her mouth. Mr. Weston is a teacher, Miss Joseph, and we shall not discuss him. Then further Mr. Brathwaite, teacher of this class, said कि we should not discuss about the teachers because Mr. Weston is a teacher. There was a murmur of dissent at this. तो वहाँ पे गुनगुनाहट होने लगी. They started to speak to each other in quietly. Dissent मतलब disagreement से, ये क्या हम लोग क्लीन रहे और टीचर क्लीन ना रहे. Then further Mr. Brathwaite said, I am your teacher and I am the one you should criticize if I fail to maintain the standards. Then further Brathwaite said कि you can ask me questions. To Brathwaite they can ask question, and Brathwaite is going to set up example for them. So don't criticize any other teacher, don't comment on any other teacher, because Brathwaite is their teacher. I demand of you. And he said, I want this from you. There was an absence of the silent hostility. Silent hostility मतलब this is a transferred epithet. The adjective silent describes the students rather than the noun hostility. ठीक है. Unfriendly behavior towards other. Of yesterday, I felt that I had somehow won for myself a breathing space at least. Till then, Brathwaite realized that he had got that space which he needed in the class because the class was sitting quietly and listening to him. There were no further questions, so I told them they could spend the remaining minutes of that period considering and discussing the things I had said. Providing they did so quietly, I sat back and observed them. Then further he said, when he saw that everybody was at its place, there was quite discipline in the class, then he did not taught them anything further. He gave them space, he gave them time for their discussion, for considering, for thinking over and inculcating all these things in their lives. That day passed pleasantly enough. I felt more at ease with them and applied myself enthusiastically to each subject, determined to make a success of the class. और वो दिन, that day passed pleasantly, बहुत ही nicely वो दिन बीता. मिस्टर ब्रेथवेट ने सोचा, फेल्ट मोर एट ईज विद देम, बहुत ईजी फील कर रहे थे, बहुत अच्छा फील कर रहे थे. एंड अप्लाइड हिमसेल्फ इंथुजियास्टिकली टू ईच सब्जेक्ट, और उन्होंने अपने को इंडल्ज कर दिया हर सब्जेक्ट में जैसे सब्जेक्ट की रिक्वायरमेंट थी. और उन्होंने डिटरमाइन किया, उन्होंने फिक्स कर लिया कि अपने क्लास को सक्सेसफुल बनाएंगे. यानी एट द एंड ऑफ द चैप्टर वी कम टू नो कि ब्रेथवेट की जो परेशानी थी, जो वो फेस कर रहे थे, ही इज़ ट्राइंग टू बिकम अ टीचर. एट लास्ट ही बिकेम अ सक्सेसफुल टीचर विद दोज स्टूडेंट्स जहाँ पे डिस्क्रिमिनेशन उन्होंने फेस किया था शुरू में. दैट्स इनफ एंड दैट्स ऑल विद द स्टोरी.